Okay. I'll be with you all in just a moment. I just need to set everything up properly. Work for me, YouTube. Come on. In case anyone is actually watching this, it says I have 8 viewers, but I'm not sure because I can't pull up the video myself and see the live chat and everything. There we go. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I will be ready in just a second. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Just gotta open the chat. And super chat, and we should be good. Everyone's blowing up my phone right now. All right, there we go. I got the chat. Okay, so, hey, how's everyone doing? Doing well, I hope. Can you all hear me? You guys can all hear me? Awesome. Hello, Robert, Jeffrey, Badass Mindset, Practical Deduction, Katie Starr, Benjamin Tapi. Welcome, all of you. So if you didn't get by the title, today we're going to be redesigning the logo. So that's going to be fun. Are you all excited for that? Hello, Martin. Oh, by the way, in celebration of last live stream, I finally got my Observe mug from Observe. If you haven't checked out his channel, go and do that. Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. So, now, as you can see, I'm wearing the Art of Deduction t-shirt with the old logo, and that is the logo we are going to be updating today. So, my mom told me that in terms of graphic design, the logo has some strong points and has some weak points, and I decided it was probably about time to redesign it. Now, a little bit of backstory about this logo. This was the original design. I literally drew it on pencil and paper. This was before I had a fancy tablet that I do now. So now that I have a proper digital drawing device, because basically what I did was I took a picture of that, put it in my computer, and then with Microsoft Paint, went over it with very rudimentary tools. So now that I have an actual writing drawing implement, I can proceed with redesigning the logo. So we're going to be doing that today. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to change it too much. I know you guys are kind of panicking about why I want to change it and everything. I think it needs some redesign in a few spots, like the nose, the mouth. Just I think it could do with a little bit of polishing. So it's not going to be a full reboot, as it were. It's more going to be a just reimagining of the same concept and idea. But I wanted your guys' input to see exactly what you all want to see in the logo. So I'm going to plug in my tablet here real quick. So, before we begin, does anyone have any questions? Can you all hear me? Well, no, practical deduction, not a splash of color. The black and white and gray is good enough for me. So, any deduction related questions or questions you want to ask me before we begin with the whole screen sharing thing and I start with redesigning the logo? Okay, yeah, I see. That logo's pretty good. Yeah, the whole blandness kind of just screams, I don't know, noir, I think, is the callback. So sorry for my absence. Of late, I've been busy with life things, so I'm gonna be busy for a few more weeks. So I didn't wasn't really able to get a proper video done in the past 3 weeks. But rest assured, in the next few weeks, I'm going to really hit the channel hard and just come back with. I've got a lot of ideas that I'm really excited to bring to you guys. So it's gonna be great. Hey, Aaron. Oh, Robert, you got the Mastermind book. Yeah, it is. It is great. I'm actually rereading it myself. I started that a couple days ago, and yeah, it's still super good. Hello, Andreas, and the Gentleman 39. Good day to you, sir. Thumbs up. Okay, so I guess now we will start screen sharing, and I'll show you um, what we've got in store for the redesign. And of course, just feel free to ask me any questions. I've got two screens here, which is why I keep on looking over here because that's where my second screen is. So I can do both the drawing and the answering questions. Could I put subtitles in? Well, seeing as though this is a live recording, I don't think so. Can you all hear me very well, or am I just not pronouncing things right? Is the volume low? What's the problem? Practical deduction. Why would you let people borrow all your books? Lend them out like in segments. You know what I mean? Can you figure out how a painting was destroyed by the marks left behind on the canvas? I discovered a painting damaged by iconoclasm and wanted to try and figure out what happened to it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure art historians have methods of looking into that. Um, Although, if the painting has survived, you know, obviously the damage it's hasn't completely destroyed it. 18 Caesar, glad to have you in the little uh, community here. Glad you're watching my videos and enjoying them. Okay, so now we're gonna start this finally. Okay, so can everyone see my screen right now? Just say in the chat if you can see Photoshop. Okay, awesome. So as you can see here, we got the logo. It's a PNG file, so got no background. It's going to make it a little bit easier for us. Now, I wanted to make the logo. Obviously, it's supposed to be me, quote unquote. So I did take a picture of myself to get the general shape of my head. So we're gonna just grab this right here, copy it. and we're gonna paste it into here, and we're gonna no pupils, just still the white eyes, but the head shape is what we're going for here. Uh, well, I mean, I guess we could consider adding pupils. Now how do I lower the opacity? There we go. Okay, so now we've got the face right there. Kind of line it up with the face of our nightmares. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, add pupils. We'll see about that. Looks like a Batman mask right now. Well, I am kind of a big fan of Batman, so I guess that was inevitable. 18 Caesar. Okay, as for the redesign, the looking glass is a good way to start. A bit too easy, to be honest. Maybe an Italian flag in the background of the shape of the country. Okay, we'll think about that. Okay, so let's add a new layer here and just start playing around with some things. Okay, so go to black and start just getting the general shape of the face here. Hello, Luna. Not exactly saying hello to the world. Yeah, I don't have that big of a viewer base. Zoom in here a little bit and polish this. The chin, the lips, and the big nose. Yay, big nose. Just a rough sketch to see kind of where we're at. Neck, shoulder, neck, shoulder. Eye is going to be right here. Other eye is going to be right here. And big angry eyebrows. Just kidding. There you go. Maybe a top hat can fit. Okay, we'll see. Okay, practical deduction. I for one am advocate of bringing the monocle trend back. I don't think so. Like with a magnifying glass logo at the bottom, maybe. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Okay, it's looking terrifying right now, so let's just fix the nose and everything. Okay. So, are we all in favor of keeping the coat in and the popped up collar and everything? Maybe something more than the head and part of the torso. Okay. Okay, yes for the coat. Okay. Let's bring this down to a proper point here. Okay, accentuate the eyes. We'll do that. How would you all suggest I accentuate the eyes? Clear eyes? Like in what way? Do you mean with pupils or just bigger? Because they stand out quite a lot against the black shading. Oh, we're gonna that and add another layer, and we're going to opacity, and we're gonna do that. Okay. Pupils red. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take this call from my brother. Give it a look at what it says. I see what's happening and I understand it. What do you want?
I don't know how to respond to your stuff on YouTube. Like, I'm not a millennial.
You are a millennial.
Not in, like, an internal sense.
So you're saying you're an old soul?
I'm saying I'm a fucking loser, Jojo. Please tell me, and all of your followers, how to respond to you through your captions. Because I pressed every fucking button. Like, I even unliked you, hoping you would do something.
What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to comment?
Yeah, I'm just trying to comment to give my own opinion on the logo.
Okay, well, are you on the video? Are you doing it on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That time I was on your live stream, I was able to do that. Obviously, I was just fucking trolling, so I don't know if you blocked me.
No, I didn't block you, you idiot.
Hi, everybody.
So let's open the. Okay, open the chat and type. It should be beneath the video if you're doing it on a phone.
How the fuck do you type when I just click on the video?
Okay, scroll down from the video, and there should be a chat box.
Okay, I didn't get that far. I'll give it a try. Keep your phone handy.
Yeah. This is my Mycroft here. He's very observant. Older brother. Okay, so right, back to screen sharing and back to the drawing. Sorry about that, everyone. So just share the one window. There we go. Well, I'm technically a millennial too, born 99, so just barely a millennial. Hey, Lorenzo. Glad you're finally here. Okay, let's stop. We're going to delete the mouth from the original one right here. And delete this makeshift mouth too. too. So, hello, Hannah. Hello, Peter Martin. Hello again. 18 Caesar. I don't know why I said hello to you again. Older siblings are the worst sometimes. Okay, so anyone want to jump in with some ideas right now? I'm just kind of messing around here and trying to get the shape of the head and all that more in line with how I actually look. All right, goodbye, Martin. Sharon Ford, how are you? Lower flap of coat or intended? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Peter. Add eyebrows? Okay. I'm down with that. Who else is in favor of keeping the eyes blank? I see Aaron is in favor of this. Sideburns? I don't think so. Gentleman 39 is in favor of that. Lovely. You have been the talk of the town. A mustache? I don't have a mustache. Hello, Brandon E. Oh no, I'm not adding a mustache. Refine the cheekbones? Okay, we can do that. Should we go with a mouth or no mouth? Should we just leave the face composition blank? If I do a mouth, I'm not going to do an asymmetrical mouth like last time. Hello again, Martin. Change the shirt to red. Okay, we'll see. The logo is kind of supposed to look like me. Yeah, we used my head as a base for the shape of the head. No, Lorenzo, not a mustache. I'm sorry. I'm gonna add this back in because I need to figure out the nose. My nose is very hard to draw. Okay. Line this puppy up. And we're back. And there's the nose. General shape of it, that is. Okay. Keep the superhero look. Anna, since when have you ever cared if Lorenzo agrees with you? You want me to make the bottom of the coat less symmetrical? Okay. Hello, Deluxe Tux 5249. You really want me to give you a shout out right now, Sharon Ford? Okay, if you want. So, my friend Sharon Ford over here is working on a little short film of sorts that is going to take place in space and is going to be like a murder mystery sort of thing. So, if you are at all into sci-fi or watch Sharon Ford already, then rejoice because he is coming back with content. Perhaps the logo should have a tie. I don't wear ties. I don't like ties. No. No, not a bow tie. Definitely not a bow tie. That's even worse than a regular tie. And what is this you speak of, Sharonfoot? Yes, ties are like nooses. Scarf? If we're going with the scarf, we might as well go with that piece of fan art that I got that one time. That was really cool. Blue scarf? Okay, we'll play around with that and see what works. Blue scarf is my keyboard. Okay, let's see here. Slightly darker blue scarf. Okay. Have a tie and tied around your neck like you've come back from an all-night bender. No, I don't think that's quite the look we're going for when we're trying to promote, um, intellectual discussions and reading people and whatnot. There we go. Color. Sharon, stop messaging me on Hangouts, please. A pipe would be nice. I don't smoke. Yeah, the line under the nose. Guess I'm gonna have to close that window. Make the hair a bit more defined. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, the whole Robert Downey Sherlock Holmes. I need to do a video on that and why it's a fun rendition, but not a very realistic one. Well, congratulations, Deluxe Tux 5249, for being noticed. There are perks to having only about 16,000 subscribers and an average view count of 3,000. All right, so let's move up to the hair. So by adding texture to the hair, do you think we should add a little bit of color to it and not make it all just black and empty, like our souls? This is why I love Photoshop, because when you mess up with a drawing, you can just like you get a good element, like a good shaped hand or eye, and it just doesn't. You just got it in the wrong place. Then you can just lasso it and move it. I mean, I love hand hand drawn stuff with paper and pencil, but uh, this whole digital art is really growing on me. Yeah, the eyes are too high. Define burnt sienna, brother dear. You really can't be more clear. Okay, fair enough. I just don't know what color he's referring to. I guess I'll just have to Google it. Ah, that color. You really think that would be good for the highlights? Good job, John Doe. Your art degree is getting put to good use. I think it's time we say goodbye to the logo underneath. And this is what we got to work with right now. Terrifying. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, that's what's wrong. Drawing on the wrong layer. That is the one downside to this whole thing. Drawing on the wrong layer. Makes everything very annoying. Over the mouth, 1/2 centimeter. Okay. Take your word on that. The tips of my fingers touching the bottom of your chain, making it look like you're thinking. Okay, yeah, we'll try and get that in. L Lolite, I think you should fix the left color. It looks too wide. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, get rid of the face. Just draw the hairline and color black. Yeah, I'm not listening to you. Sharon Ford. Yeah, we'll get to the color in a moment. So, moment of truth. Should we keep the whole superhero mask looking thing? The shadows was what it was supposed to be. Just hard shadows. No, that was your imagination, Cameron. Roberts, you are Batman? Okay. Oh, well. All right, let's do a new layer and try Sharon Ford's idea. Spider-Man Noir. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the look of that design. Okay, what was your idea, Sharon Ford? Get rid of the face. Just draw the hairline and color it black. Okay. So if we were to just color this whole thing black, like so. I know the Noir Spider-Man was like part of a video game or something. I didn't know he had his own comic series. And no one is sharing me. Is that what you had in mind? Make the background black too? Okay, that's a great idea. Okay, only half of the logo is shaded. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, what did you have in mind then? Okay, going back to this. We were thinking of adding some blue in here too. So color the hair and get rid of the facial features. Okay, we'll see how that looks. We'll clean that up in a bit. Just don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I should be worrying about it. All right, let's look at your comments because I've completely been ignoring you for the past 5 seconds. 5 minutes. Who knows? I get into the moment. Okay. Microsoft Paint Bucket tool. You have no idea how much I used that for the original design of the logo. Let's start with that. Stupid layers. Okay. White outline around it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Just figuring out the layers. Okay. I think I said I heard a comment that said the hair was too big. Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. Crap. Okay, back to looking at your comments. Okay, if you're sticking to neutrals, at the end, make the background subtle blue, green, or violet. Have I done a video on the martial arts Sherlock training? I believe the martial art that the original Conan Doyle was referencing in the original stories was Baritsu, as Sharon Ford said, but that martial art was kind of It was designed for gentlemen of the time, so it took things into account that a gentleman would have on him, like an umbrella or a pocket watch, something like that. So it was very much designed for gentlemen to be able to deal with the quote-unquote brutes on the streets. Yes, I'll get to the white shirt. Okay. Make the hair, black hair fade into the face. No, Cameron, you can't join. Fill in the nose. Yeah. All right. Actually, you know what? It might be nice to have someone answering the questions while I'm drawing, because I'm having a bit of a difficulty drawing and answering questions at the same time. So, actually, I could use you on this stream, Cameron, Sharonford, whatever your name is. So, how do I add you into the chat again? I forgot how to do that since the last stream. Right, I just send you the link, don't I? Okay, so Sharon Ford is going to be joining the call for in just a little bit, so be ready to welcome him with open arms, I guess. I had a cane for a little bit. It was a got it at an antique shop, and it was an actual cane with a sword in it, and I pulled it off at least once. But then I gave it to a friend of mine who was not all that older than me, who constantly hurts himself and has a limp sometimes. So I figured, you know what, someone who could actually use this would be that guy. So. Okay, so adding in the gray highlights so that we can make the shirt white. We're gonna polish this all later. Are you on the stream?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, cool. So, is that a black background you have? Where are you?
I'm in my room.
Oh, you just dimmed the lights. Okay, you were small for a second there. I couldn't see.
No, they were dimmed before I joined actually because I'm cool.
Yeah, don't worry. The clean lines will come. It's just this is a rough sketch right now. So
Right, so Jordan.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Yeah, just white shirt and you could have a blue scarf, but I'm not sure.
Thinking about it, I'll add it in, and then we'll see how it looks. And if it doesn't
What
look
about
that
a
great,
dark, like navy blue coat? Because my style is red velvet coat. And
I'm not trying to be opposite of you.
blue scarf.
I'm rather big on the
It'd be
black
cool.
coat.
Okay, yeah. Oh, hello, Jade. Do they have questions for me?
I don't know.
If they ask questions, just ask questions. I'll talk. I was supposed to be writing an ebook, but I'm not.
Yeah, I think we both were.
Ooh, Google. I've been messaged.
By
many
whom?
times. A human female.
Well, that certainly narrows it down to half the world's population.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What are they saying? I have no idea what they're on about.
So, could you start answering the comments and questions and stuff? Because I'm having trouble keeping up with it and drawing at the same time. So, just inform me of what people are saying and suggesting so that I can keep up with all the demands.
Humans have to message.
Gray looks good. Great. All right. Now let's.
I died, Jordan. Thank you. They're asking about mind games. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'll make the features a little bit sharper. Thanks, practical deduction.
My internet keeps cutting out, so if I like leave or freeze, it's for that reason.
Or you could at least do what you're here to do and answer the comments.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
Instead of goofing off, whatever you're doing.
Pretty much, mind games.
This is a plug for your channel.
He asked.
Okay, fair enough.
And you told me to answer questions. Pretty much, it's the trailer, and if you watched the other streams, you'd know. It's pretty much like a hypothetical scenario in interesting situations. So it could be about aliens, murderers, ghosts, paranormal stuff, vampires, and it's like a mystery. So it's like set as a short film, but you can solve things on the way. So that's pretty much sort of what it is. Just saying. Oh, badass mind books are you guys working on? Short summary. Well, I don't know what you're doing, Jordan, but
I did tell you about it earlier today, but apparently you weren't listening. So, just
I forget it very quickly.
I know.
The ebooks I'm working on, I literally had no idea until I tried to write one earlier. I basically went through what's popular, what do people want. So I'm thinking some language and deduction, but maybe of like a practical application of it. I'm not sure. Something interesting. I don't know. Or I might write stories as well that are mysteries, and it's like you get to choose your own fate or something like that.
Like a choose your own adventure story.
Yeah, but it's like a detective version of that. So if you choose the wrong route,
you fail the case.
You fail the case, the scenario. So there'd be like 5 possible scenarios and stuff. What's that asking? How are you
as for the book that I'm working on, I basically I've been toying around with the idea for over a year, but I had a little thought last night about
a book.
And I don't want to give all the ideas away, but basically it's going to be sort of a how-to book on deduction because there's a lot I could write about it that it's hard to get into all the depth with just videos and stuff like that.
I'll respond to that in a sec.
Going more into the tells and things to look for, but also taking how I use that in everyday life, like scenarios I find myself in day to day, and showing you how you can use this skill practically. So kind of along the same lines of what Sharon Ford's doing.
Right, yes. Elle asks, how am I going to program? I'm going to schedule the episodes when they release and stuff like that. Well, I'm planning to have 3 episodes that are just their own films, and so they're like 12 minutes long to 15 minutes long. And well, I don't know what, actually I could decide here, right? Do I make it just 1 episode, just like a story, or do I make it 3 individual episodes for you to solve for the next week? Would that be better? I don't know. And then release the last one as a final film, the whole thing. Because I want to make it a film, but I also want to make it a mental thing.
I think they're getting upset that your face keeps on coming in whenever you speak, and it's taking away from the logo. How do I stop that?
This.
Hide from broadcast. There we go. Hid you from the broadcast. And now they can hear your voice, I think. And okay, maybe they can't hear your voice. Are you speaking?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me now?
Well, apparently that's not going to work.
Jordan?
Yes? What?
Oh, you can hear me, right, okay. I'm just...
yes. Anyway, I guess that's just something we'll have to deal with.
3 episodes.
So,
wait, so do I do 3 episodes? Because they're different, like, stories in each. Should I tell them?
Go for it.
I did turn my camera off.
Your channel that you're shamelessly plugging right now.
Pretty much. The first episode is set on the moon, and it's Apollo 18 has landed and gone missing, and so Apollo 19 is sent secretly to go and check it out. And they suspect that it's the Russians, so that's why they're going, because space race and Cold War and stuff like that. And basically, the guy lands on the moon, and it's just him. And he finds Sony, and like there'll be cliffhangers in the middle of the episode that you can solve. So it'll show something, and then it'll cut somewhere else, and you have to sort of think about it. Yeah, I'm not giving away too much, but that's pretty much what the gist of the thing is, I'll say. And then the next 2 episodes I haven't really planned, but I sort of started to write with the hotel, Kensington Hotel.
Yeah, the one that I'm going to be acting in.
Yes, I'm going to make that a bit more interesting and add that to it. So hopefully this series will be good. I'll make 3 of these, and then I'll work on my other series, which is sort of going to real locations and videoing. I've got a filming person with me in London, so yeah, I've actually figured out 3 locations where he was that hasn't been documented, so it'd be cool to go to that location, sort of talk about it. If you'd want to see that, I don't know.
Oh, there's an interesting question. I dare you to make a cologne based on deduction. That's I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Or wait, no, that's not cologne. I am so dyslexic. What is that word?
What do you mean? We Google it. It is not a word.
At first, I was kind of like half reading it at first, and I thought he was asking like, can you make deductions based off colognes? And of course you can. You can make deductions based off smell. Smell is a
Could I talk about the second series? Basically, I'm going to London for a week and 2 weekends. So that means that I'm going to go to the Jack the Ripper location, the another location. And what I'm thinking of is having it sort of like a vlog, but not a vlog, and have like a, I don't know, a plot over arc. But yeah, I was thinking of some cool ideas, such as having like a door. So I like step through a door and I go to a different place in London, and so I could animate the door and stuff, make it look cool. I think that I might do that. I've got 3 cases that I've solved. Well, we solved one together, didn't we, Jordan?
Yeah, we did.
I can't reveal one of them, obviously. You know why, Jordan, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. But 2 of the others we've completely done, and 1 more in the works. And in fact, they're the top 3 or 4 biggest mysteries that are unsolved, apparently. But apart from the 4th one, because I'm stupid. And the person I'm working with is very clever. Yes. Is that a dead fly? Yeah. My manly scissors.
I don't know. We've only got 19 viewers right now, Martin. So statistical probability, given that my viewer base is only comprised of about 15% females, and I have 16,000 subscribers and only 19 of you are watching at this moment in time, probability dictates that there are, in fact, no females currently watching. And if you've noticed an absence of feminine names, then that would indicate that there are probably no girls here.
Does anyone want to see a rocket engine?
No, no one wants to see a rocket engine.
Okay.
I have a specific focus for this live stream.
I just said.
Oh, Anna, you're still here.
Who is?
Yes, there is a girl here.
Physics. Physics. Are you getting married? Who's that? If you want to see rockets, okay, I will get you the rockets.
No, please.
I have 4. And engineered myself. I'll get them now.
No, no one on this stream is getting married, as far as I know.
This is what you call a rocket engine.
Oh, I thought you were going to walk away for like 5 minutes.
No.
That would have been nice.
Because I have my rocket station there, filled with explosives that could kill me. But yes, this is the engine. Nozzle. It's a bit bent, but who cares? And I've made this myself. What you do is you put and sugar. Here's the design for it. And you put it into the rocket, basically, well, you do more than that, but you put it to ratio and stuff, and you drill a hole through the rocket, and then you set a cord up to the top, ignite it there, and then it goes down through the thing, and all of the rocket motor catches fire at the same time, and then thrust comes out there, and it either explodes and sets fire to everything, or it doesn't. So yeah, pretty much experimental science. It's fun.
No, I don't maintain a blog in answer to that question.
Mad.
I used to. I started with a blog, but I moved on to YouTube and haven't looked back.
I did not, Aaron. Totally did not. You have no evidence. Actually, do, because you can go back and. Didn't think this one through.
So I have an idea for the logo. So what about if I had some color with a scarf, but also a dark
mean,
navy
Jordan,
blue suit jacket underneath the coat? How does that look?
physics is awesome. I don't know what your name is. I can't pronounce it. But physics. Oh yeah, this is my rocket science book. It's got lots of rocket science in it, like equations and things, stuff that I pretend to understand, but I really don't. So you just, in public, you pull this book out and you go, oh, look at these really clever equations. I must be clever because I'm reading them. But in fact, you're thinking about like kittens and unicorns and things, rainbows. Just look at the pictures. I mean, why bother reading when you can just look at the pictures or blow yourself up? I mean, what's the difference?
Could we like reel this back to the logo?
Oh, schoolwork, yes, obviously, that's depressed. Oh, my hair is so bad. I don't have any gel in it, I don't have time. I had to like get this on very quickly. Totally wasn't in my pajamas ready to go to bed or anything. Because it's totally not nearly 1. What are all these humans saying? Oh, my hair. Jordan wants my rocket to fall over.
How big is it? Not that big, right? So if it were to fall on top of you, it wouldn't crush you?
The large of one is massive. But no, it couldn't crush me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, I like what you're doing, Jordan. Oh, my hair is terrible. I keep seeing it on the stream. Is my hair terrible?
Yes.
I'm very self-conscious about my hair. It's like, I don't know. I'm embarrassed by it.
Sorry, I've been zooming in because I was drawing it, but here's kind of what it's starting to look like.
Starting to look like an image. That looks very good.
Oh yeah, my channel has been growing pretty big on YouTube. Any advice I have? I mean, you've been being pretty consistent. I mean, I'm subscribed to your channel, and I know you upload regularly. But the biggest advice I could give is that it took me a long time to get to 100 subscribers, but then when I changed my video format, things just started picking up. Once I started doing fully scripted videos that had a point to them, that were animated, that looked good, that's when I started getting a lot of traffic, a lot of subscribers, because people were watching longer. So as long as you keep your videos engaging, then people are going to stick around to watch the whole thing, and it's not going to get boring for them, and thus it's going to be favored more in the YouTube algorithm, the watch time and all that. What are you doing, Cameron?
I was just testing if people were watching me.
No, they weren't, because I was talking, and thus the thing centers on my screen.
Facial hair.
Anyway, this is kind of
very short sideburns, like very, very short sideburns.
See, this is what I was afraid of, Cameron, because
they want to know my style. I'm stylish, Jordan.
I know, but you always get things off track. That's why I didn't want you on the live stream.
That hurts my feelings, Jordan.
I don't care about your feelings. I'm sorry.
That hurts my feelings too.
Well, that's nice.
Don't expect any favor. Anyway, let's talk about something happy.
And you plan on growing facial hair as soon as it develops fully, which can take as long as facial hair can develop till you're 26. So Okay, Cameron, I think it's time you exited the live stream. I think it's time you exit the live stream. Yeah.
You can't kick me off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Jordan.
I'm sorry.
I'll cry.
Bye. Okay, I'm sure he'll come back in the comments. So it's not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. Okay, so since we've made the whole face white and we've got the hairline like it is right now, how any suggestions on the eyes? Anyone want to throw out some ideas? Should we like not put any facial features in whatsoever? Should we add the eyes? Should we any ideas? Anything that you all want to see? I'll get back to the suit and the torso. I'm just thinking right now. Okay, have fun with that. It will be the first time you've uploaded in months, Cameron. No facial features. That's what Aaron Klegger says. Anyone else have any input on that? Add the shadow of the eyes? All right, we'll see how that looks. Take the opacity down here. And so that's where the eye sockets would be. Sunglasses? Maybe. I don't think that's in the plan, but we'll see. Now let's get rid of that. Let's have that shadow underneath the jaw and the chin, and then lining up with the trachea, Adam's apple, and directly beneath the chin itself. Okay, let's just play around with some things right now. All right, well, let's try sunglasses then. Fine. I don't like guns, so I'm not gonna have a gun. Yes, viewership has dropped by about like 2 people since Sharon Ford left the stream. Speaking of sunglasses, actually, I found the coolest, well, maybe not the coolest pair, but I thought it was the coolest pair of sunglasses I'd ever seen. And the other day, and I bought them, so I'm going to show them to you real quick. Just waiting for the reaction now. Oh, looks like you all are speechless. Oops, sorry about that. So that was painful to all the headphone wearers out there. But yeah, just found this Batman pair of sunglasses that looks like a mask. It's like totally sunglasses, but at the same time, a full-on mask. I'm the YouTuber YouTube deserves, and the one it needs right now. So anyway, that was a bit of fun. Sorry, I couldn't help myself, everyone. All right, so back to this. Rachel! All right, see, practical deduction. It was nice having you. Maybe one of these days I'll get you on this stream for a few minutes. So how are we liking the eyes? Yes, no, maybe so. No eyes. Blank face looks better. What is it? What does everyone else think? Have to agree. Okay. So people are siding with the blank face. Okay, I guess we're going with a blank face then. Although I do like those eyes, I think I'm gonna, in case I make a last minute decision, just put them underneath the rest of the composition. So let's clean this whole thing up. Okay, let's look at your comments. Shadows, yeah, I'm gonna add shadows in later. Right now, I'm just cleaning up the lines so we get a decent outline. That way, from there we can work on more detailed things, but right now I just need to clean it up, make it look nice. Are you puzzling people in the comments, Sharon Ford? Is this your way of punishing me for kicking you off of the live stream? By all means, go ahead. Yeah. Apparently, 18 Caesar solved the mystery that I haven't read yet, but Sharon Ford just asked me to give him a shout out. So apparently, you win the contest, 18 Caesar. Shout out to you, my man. Okay, goodbye, Martin. Yeah, I'm gonna add in the scarf and suit in a bit and see how it works. Crap. More gentle. Goodbye, Ayuma, whatever. Sorry for mispronouncing any names here. Okay, goodbye, badass mindset. Goodbye, Caesar. Oh wait, no, you might just be saying goodbye to those who are leaving. Never mind. Sorry, I'm kind of half paying attention to you all and trying to just make this look nice. What is a heart but no other organs? I think I'm going to side with Aaron Klegger on this one. Deck of cards sounds about right. All right, behold what we have so far. So, all you in the chat, just let me know how's it looking to you. Yes, I do draw as a hobby for pretty much my whole life. Just sort of happened that way. We have mixed feelings about this, and kind of mixed feelings about it too. All right, let's add a scarf and see where that brings us. Just fight the dragon, punch it. Okay. As soon as I find a dragon, I'll do that. I'm sure that's a great plan. So, how are we liking this scarf? Maybe you can do the hairline up to make the face look like it's staring at the person, looking at it for emphasis and stuff. Okay, yeah, I can bring the hairline up a bit. I agree. Yeah, blue scarf, a little bit of color. Now, I'm not sure whether this should be like an only solid color composition or if I should add some shade to it. So let's see how both look. Black here for the opacity. And let's just add a little bit of shading there, a little bit less. Yeah, I can make the hairline on the bottom more textured. I usually comb my hair back, but there's always a little bit falling back, so there would be texture if it was just a picture of me with the hair combed back. So yeah, that would make sense to do that. Oh no, living in Florida, I never really got the chance to wear scarves that much. A few times I did wear a scarf. It was an orange scarf because that was the only one we had. It was not exactly ideal for this whole look. Evelyn Holmes says, "Yay!" Okay, I see now why you said yay. Sorry, again, I'm not paying attention to the names of the questions, more just the questions themselves. Okay, let's add a little bit of a little bit of something right there. Get a little bit of variety. Oh, that's not a bad idea, looking at the Forging Success Out of Failure thumbnail for visual reference. Just pull that up real quick. I do see what you mean with that hairstyle that I had that day. Nightshade, why are you always like drunk or in some way inebriated when you come onto my streams? Zoom way in here. You're right. Now we have some room to work with. I think we're nearing the end of this, guys. This is starting to look really, really good, in my opinion. I am kind of sad that I had to let go of the eyes, but all in all, I think this is starting to look pretty good. What do you think about the light shading on the side of the face? Stay or not? Yeah, the whole no eyes thing is kind of growing on me. Just the one thing I had to cut out. It appears Mr. Sharingford's focus has focused on Mr. Musk now. Okay, yeah. I was thinking just keep it all uniform with the shading idea. Let's just clean it up a little bit, and I think we're done. Then we can just move on to a few little Q&A thing. If anyone's got any questions about deduction or anything else, we can do that. But I think this is just about done. Extra touch on the color? Yeah, I think so. A little bit of shading there. Yeah, I've got the shadow on the side of the face. Roberts. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to save this now. Well, I suppose I'll stop sharing the screen and then save it. So here we are. Again, everyone, this was the old logo. Look how much it's changed. Thank you all for joining me on the stream and for giving all your ideas. Not all of them made it into the final product, but not all of my ideas made it in there either. There were some things we just had to cut out, like the background and the eyes. Okay, so okay, yeah. Before we call it quits today, I think asking some questions is in the agenda. So does anyone have some questions? It can be about deduction. It can be about the channel. I do have Okay, we already got some. Noah asks, how long have I been deducing? I have been practicing deduction for almost 4 years now. Started as a freshman and I just graduating. So, um, yeah, so 4 years almost of practicing deduction. It's been, there have been some ups and downs, and there's been some regression in, especially in the beginning, like not seeing the results that I wanted and then just giving up on it for long periods of time and then having to start from scratch. But so that lasted about the first year, that kind of back and forth sort of thing. And then as I started getting more serious about the YouTube channel, that really drove my practice and training of deduction a lot. So that's the primary reason that I've gotten to where I am today. Do I believe I'm an expert in deduction? I wouldn't say expert. There are plenty of mentalists out there that have far greater skills than I do. I do think I'm knowledgeable. I do think I have a lot of hours of training under my belt, and the more I teach this in the sense of writing about it, making videos about it, the more I do that, the better I understand it. So the best way to learn is to teach. So when you articulate ideas and concepts in a way that other people can understand, you become more familiar with those concepts yourself and learn them better. So much of the part of this YouTube channel is to help myself learn as much as it is you. Now, this channel has kind of deviated from that original mandate over the years as I've become more knowledgeable and more of an authority, if you will, in the field. So now it's more things that I've already tested and determined that work. Like sometimes I start with a theory of maybe this would work in deduction, or I read about something and then I go out and test it in practical deduction making, and thereby I come up with an idea for a video. And so expert, no, there's still a lot to learn, but authority, yeah, I guess so. Yes, I am right-handed. Do some live deduction? Yes, that is one of the series I'm going to be starting very soon. I've got the whole plan of how I'm going to do it. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I know not all of you were here. I've got some really, really exciting stuff for the channel and beyond that I'm very excited to get into, but right now I've just been busy with life things. So, oh, no, that was your first deduction? Spot on, good job. Any other questions? Aside from Elementary or Sherlock, I haven't watched Elementary, but I've heard it's good, and I do prefer Sherlock, but not so much for the intellectual commentary as much as just the enjoyment of the show itself. Yes, this video will be archived. What is one strategy you can use to study new information? I kind of just wing it when I study things, to be honest. I don't really have a specific technique. I'll get back to you on that question. What is my best deduction so far? That's a tough one because I made a lot of deductions over the time that I've been doing this whole thing, and not all of them are stored into my long-term memory in the sense of I can recall a specific deduction. A lot of them are very similar to each other. Like I deduce various things about people, and patterns start to arise. So, pulling out a specific instance where I was really proud of that deduction. Sometimes I can, usually after I've made, shortly after I made the deduction, I can do that. But most of it just kind of becomes background to me. But there is this one, now that I'm thinking about it, this one deduction that I made recently, not too recently, about a month ago, that I was actually really proud of. And it wasn't so much that it was a big leap in logic or a big, compilation of evidence. Yes, Mother Bear? You want to come and watch her?
No, I don't have makeup on.
Okay.
What are you live streaming?
Oh, well, I was redesigning my logo and I was getting their advice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, goodbye. Sorry about that. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Yes. So there's this one deduction I made about a month ago. I was at this coffee shop. I was getting this mocha frap for a friend or something. I don't remember what it was. But so the barista that was making the coffee and handing me the order, I noticed on her left hand that she had on one of her fingers an amateurly done tattoo. And I had previously seen that she was right-handed. So just a small little cross on one of her fingers that, my brother has tried his hand at tattoo art before, and she had other professionally done tattoos on her body. So it wasn't as if she had gone out to some less than reputable establishment and gotten a really simple amateur tattoo. So based on that and the fact that she was right-handed, it was very likely that she had done the tattoo herself. Thus indicating that she was interested in doing her own amateur tattoo art. Okay. There was some other questions that I wanted to answer. This is not really deduction related, but do you believe somebody could begin sounding more intellectual? Yeah, anyone can sound intellectual when given the right pointers. I think there's an old saying that even fools are counted wise when they hold their tongue. Part of intelligence and seeming intelligent in the way that you talk is bound up in pensive thought about a question or a subject, thinking about your words before you speak them. So by having silence and then speaking when it's appropriate rather than just rambling about a topic, that so that's just a baseline. So if an idiot just shuts up for a while and just acts like he's listening, he will look very intelligent. It's just when he opens his mouth that things start to unravel for him. But in terms of just sounding smart, increasing your vocabulary and learning how to structure more logical sentences, so being able to tie ideas together is a big aspect of sounding intelligent, and that does tie into intelligence itself. If you can tie ideas together in a very concise, logical way, then you have intelligence behind the words that you're saying. What frog? Oh, this frog. Fred the Frog. So, yeah. So, you know how Sherlock has his skull? The one on his mantelpiece that he talks to? Basically, think of Fred here as my equivalent to that. I just talk to him whenever I'm thinking out loud. It helps if I direct my thoughts to something. So I talk to Fred, and then I also talk to my little portrait of Sherlock. And so, yeah, Fred the Frog is the last shred of my childhood. You want to see what's under the eye patch? He's lost his eye patch. I'll find it later. Okay, can a mind palace be used for a happy place? They're getting very loud in there. Anyway, yeah, the frog did make an appearance in the Watson Factor video. Anyway, can a mind palace be used for a happy place? I mean, I suppose so. If you store things in there that calm you down, and you visualize it well, I suppose it could be used as a quote-unquote happy place. Is that frog 4 years old? No, that I've had that frog since I was 6, so that frog is 11 years old. Yeah. Scars of War, yeah. He has neither of his original eyes left. So he's just, I replaced them both. One is made of duct tape, and the other one is a marble, and they're both glued into his head and supported with pipe cleaners. I was a very creative kid when it came to figuring out how to fix my one prized possession. Anyway, any other questions? And I did have him in other videos too. It was the announcement for the last live stream, the one with Observing It. The announcement I did, I basically am saying that he is my editor. He's the one who edits my videos, and I'm thinking about doing some skits and sketches where he's actually talking to me. So yeah, that'd be fun. What did I do to that frog? I was a very active child, so throwing him, going on adventures into the woods and stuff. His eyes broke off. If you could choose one profession besides deduction, what would it be? Well, there are plenty of things I think I'd be kind of good at. I could pursue art more and really take that seriously, turn it from more of a hobby into a actual profession like my mom. But the whole starving artist thing is not exactly fun. I could get into filmmaking. I mean, I'm learning a lot with the internship that I have right now about filmmaking, and I have a big portfolio with my YouTube channel thus far. Roberts, let's hear your idea for a sketch. I'll get to you in a minute, Nightshade. I'm sorry. I have finished high school. Yeah, pretty much. Congratulations on your final exam. I just took the SAT a couple weeks ago. The east wind is coming. No, that's I think with the adpocalypse going on, Roberts, I think that video would be demonetized like that because the whole family-friendly thing on YouTube right now. So anyway, the other thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of the logo is that now that we've designed a new logo, I want to bring back the line of t-shirts. So all of you out there, so last time I did t-shirts, these t-shirts, only people that I knew bought them, and this was back when I had 1,000 subscribers. So just, if I had a t-shirt for sale, let me know if you'd buy it, just right now. Yes, me and someone else built the shelf. It's also the desk. So the shelf leads into the desk. But I did have significant help in building it. It wasn't just me. You guys would buy shirts? Awesome. It's 2 people. So last time we did the selling of the shirts thing, and I'll do like a poll in the next legit video to see just what percentage of my core audience would actually buy a shirt, because there are only 19 people viewing this right now. But the last time we did the t-shirts, it was to raise money for charity, specifically the Autism Research Institute. And so we raised only about like $20. Not many shirts were bought. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have the means to buy a shirt, it's not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever. But the last line of t-shirts, it was a limited edition. It was for it was for charity. So once we hit the deadline of New Year's, I took them off the market. But so I'm kind of toying with some ideas right now. I'm setting up a permanent merch line where the core merchandise, like an official Art of Deduction t-shirt with the new logo, because this one is the retro logo now. So like that, and maybe a mug with the official banner for the channel, or the See the Truth Behind the Facade one. But after that, like any other, and so that merch line would be like permanent, and the proceeds would go into the channel rather than to a charity. But like every now and again, do another limited edition piece of merchandise, whether it be a T-shirt or something else like that, with like a new piece of art that I've made, or that maybe one of you submit, that will be strictly limited edition, and all the proceeds will go to a charity. Because I really do want to still do the charity thing, but I want to be able to continue to have like a permanent line of merchandise, like so you guys could buy one whenever you guys have the means, if you're all interested, and also just to help the channel itself and have some funds to go back into that. See, you guys are getting off topic in the comments. Okay, goodbye, DD Gaming. I'm probably going to end this stream pretty soon anyway. Noah D says, since you watched the Sherlock series, would you say the deductions made by Sherlock are realistic based on my experience? I think that some of them are. Like, for instance, especially the ones that are pulled directly from the books. So when he makes the original deduction about Watson coming from Afghanistan or Iraq, and he goes through his reasoning, it's completely... Those would be the things that a legit deductionist would notice, would draw conclusions based off of. That's realistic. The deductions he makes about the woman in pink in that same episode are completely realistic. The only one deduction that I would say is unrealistic from those two scenes is the one about the drunk from the phone charger and the scratches on the phone charger, based off of Ben Cardall's research, who is a well-known deductionist. He's been doing this for 15 years, almost 16 now, I think. And from his research, that just like you're likely to find scratches on a sober man's phone just as much as you are a drunk man's phone. So no to that one, but yes to all the others. But as the series goes on, various deductions get more embellished, and that is just the nature of the show, especially with the montages where he's solving the crimes that are derived from the short stories while they're sitting in his flat. So that's just embellishment with the montages and everything. But in those books, most of the time he's like, okay, go away. I'm going to think about this for a day or so. And then he comes to his conclusions. It doesn't take him long, but he doesn't just solve it instantly. So that's an embellishment and unrealistic. For the most part, I think they have a healthy balance between the embellishment, but just don't take Sherlock as like gospel for intellectual commentary. It is definitely my inspiration. It's what got me thinking, wow, this might actually be legit. And that was because of those first couple episodes where they had pretty much all legit deductions. And I was thinking to myself, because before I thought Sherlock Holmes totally unrealistic. But then after seeing the show, I was like, wow, maybe there's something to this. And that's how I got into this. So yes, there is something to be said about there being legitimate deductions in that show, but there's also a lot of embellishments. I haven't seen Elementary. I've heard it's good. Yeah, I will admit that the show isn't like a traditional mystery series that gives you the evidence to solve the case yourself. If you want a show like that, there's this show called Endeavor. Oh man, that is fantastic. I love that show. It's on Amazon Prime if any of you have that. One second, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself in the comments. Okay. Okay. DAL64110 says, love your channel. Thank you. What are my views on Nietzsche? Not a fan of his philosophies, but, very interesting food for thought. Have I seen The Mentalist? No, I know. I've been meaning to see that one too. I just haven't had the time. But I do know that Logan from the channel Observe, which is where I got this mug from, the Mentalist, Patrick Jane, the Mentalist, was his inspiration to get into deduction. So I imagine that it has some merit to it. Sharon Ford, what are you doing? Must be really late for you. Are you drunk with tiredness or just drunk? What good books would I recommend for deduction? Freaking the ones that I've read have been Marie Cunningham book, Mastermind How to Think Like Sherlock Holmes. Definitely recommend that. I'm actually rereading it right now. Ben Cardall's book, The Monographs, and there's like a whole list of books that I have that I'm going to buy this summer, and I'm going to read them all through. So as soon as I've read all those books through, I'll make videos explaining and telling you if they're worth your time or they're not worth your time. Thoughts on Power? Yeah, I watched the first season of House of Cards. It was interesting. Honestly, my philosophy is knowledge is power, but power is a very tricky thing. It's not something that you can just be ready for. You have to prepare yourself for that. And when it comes to talents and people who are talented and just have natural power of a sort, I think that if you don't earn that power through dedication and training, you can still use it, but you won't have the necessary respect for it that gives you a wisdom to use it properly. So I think attaining power is more important than just strictly having power. Yes, I haven't read Mastermind. I don't have a favorite piece of speculative fiction. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up. So, I don't know when my next video is going to be. I've been quite busy lately, but it will be pretty soon. So, I think that's going to be it. So, thank you all for helping me redesign the logo, and I will be making it the new channel icon for this channel starting as soon as I end this stream. So, it's been great having you all here, all 18 of you, and so I hope you all have a good night. Last question. Okay, I have outsmarted my peers at school in various ways. Yes. It's not that I don't like Death Note, you guys. It's that I don't think it's realistic, so it's not something that I am going to make videos about. Anyway, so yeah. Ta-ta, everyone. How do I end my videos? With that, all you aspiring detectives out there, arrivederci. There we go. That's how I end the video.